And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Socially Distant Podcast, the Season 2 premiere. Woo, little cheer, claps in the background. Let's hear it. Hey. We are back. We took a week off to kind of just refresh, brainstorm a little bit, but we're coming at you with an all-new season. And as always, I am 1/3 of your hosting party, Brad Dill, and my other 2/3 are not right over there, but they're right over here on the mic, but they're in the distant land. But Trenny Dillon, how we doing?
I'm good. Thanks, Brad, for asking. How are you? How you doing? Oh my god. Sorry,
I'm pretty good. It was weird not to have the podcast last week, but I feel much better. I feel like we did need that week.
Yeah.
No, like I said, and that was one of the main reasons I wanted to not do it, is just because I feel like we just didn't have much to talk about. And I didn't want to start the season off with just so what'd you guys eat yesterday? You know what I mean? I didn't want to start off with some dumb shit. I wanted to wait till we had a little bit more, and then we brainstormed a little bit more, kind of like we did. But we're back.
Yeah.
And I got something I want to talk about right off the start after you get done saying what you're going to say.
Oh, no, you're good. What are you ripping?
All right. So, anybody who follows me on Snapchat or anybody that I've talked to recently about it, you will have noticed that Netflix finally released The Legend of Korra, basically the sequel series to Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I was hyped. I was all excited, and everybody was going nuts about it. I had a bunch of people comment on my Snapchat story, be like, no way, it's on there. When did this go on? I was like, just live today. Just went live Friday, which was the 15th, 13th? What was Friday, the 13th? 14th.
14th.
The 14th, right? And then, because all the hype about Legend of Korra was out, everybody started talking, and I started reading a bunch of shit, and I watched this video that had information about the live-action series of Avatar: The Last Airbender that was supposed to go on Netflix as well. And I don't know if you guys heard of this. I don't know if you watch much of it, Trent, but Dylan and I have talked about it before. But I have some sad news that I'm very upset about, and a lot of people are upset about it too, and a lot of people are freaking the hell out. But basically what has happened is, little backstory, the two writers, creators of Avatar: The Last Airbender, Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko, the only reason why so many people were so excited to see a live action come to Netflix, because they were going to be behind it. They were going to be the main guys as far as the creation and how everything was going to work. But it appears that through some creative differences, they have both stepped back from the project. So it's going to be exclusively in Netflix. No, fuck no. Fuck no.
Shyamalan gets a second chance.
No, he don't get no chances. But apparently they have stepped back through some differences, creative differences, and it's just going to be all in Netflix's hands now, and I'm a little worried because I have a feeling it's just going to be an M. Shyamalan repeat, and it really upsets me. Because knowing that those two guys were going to be a part of it, you knew that it was going to be as close and have as much of an Avatar: The Last Airbender feel. But I have a feeling now it's just going to be something totally different, and it's going to get terrible reviews, and I'm going to hate it.
Yeah. Well, I also think now that the fact that the original creators are out of it, I think people are just going to review bomb it anyways.
Yeah, very true.
Because they're going to be like, this isn't fucking real, this is fake shit. It already has a bad name behind it. It's not going to... It happens all the fucking time in film. Whenever there's creative differences and people step away from projects, or they get a new director out of nowhere, that's when shit falls apart. Because that's when you know you don't have a good plan to begin with.
But it sucks though, because the video I watched of this guy, they have a YouTube channel, and they just do reviews on different shows, animes. They do watch parties and stuff. They're pretty funny. It's a pretty cool channel. But he made a 30-minute long video talking about all this that was happening, and he was like, obviously we don't know the full story, but if this is something that is mainly Netflix's doing or their fault, if they were unhappy with how Brian and Michael wanted to take it, and Netflix wanted to take control and not let them just do their own thing, then that's totally on Netflix, because they should have noticed that like Avatar: The Last Airbender was like trending like super hard on Netflix just because the live action series was going to come out and like these two guys were going to be behind it. So people were pumped. People were rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like things were looking up, and now they have creative differences, and Netflix probably just gave them the finger and said, "All right, fuck you guys too." Now everybody's gonna get pissed. So
well, I have a question. Is the live action, because I haven't kept up with it too hard, is the live action going to be the same story as like the cartoon version?
I don't know now. I mean,
is it going to follow Aang and everything?
Yeah, it's going to follow Aang, and it's basically going to be like it's not going to be like a direct recreation of like the animated, from what I understood, but they were going to follow.
That's a recipe for failure right there, though.
Yeah, no, they weren't going to make it a direct, but they were going to, they were going to follow the story, add stuff in, change stuff up, but they were going to like make sure they hit like the main episodes and like the main like plots of like, the different seasons, obviously, like how things go, like like make sure you touch on like things like the Blue Spirit and then like, losing Appa, finding Toph, like. But you can leave out certain stuff like episodes that are just like kind of more or less like fillers or nothing like extremely important. But you still want to give it that Avatar feel.
Yeah,
but I'm just pissed now.
Yeah, I have an opinion on it. Personally, I think it's like I said. I think it's a recipe for failure because one, everyone is rewatching the show as we speak or already completed rewatching it.
Yeah.
So it's fresh on their mind, and these are like. This is one of those things where, like, you have, like, a strong fan base and everything.
Yeah.
If you just try to, like, hit the same things, you're going to have another M. Night Shyamalan situation where, like, you're not getting, like, what you loved in the cartoon. And you're just, I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a disconnect. I feel like the Avatar: The Last Airbender universe probably has more stories that could be told. Like, go back in time and look at a different Airbender or look, like, when the Airbenders were existent and stuff like that and tell a different story.
No, I get that 100%, but the whole point of it is like
I get what the point of it
the
was
last
before,
Airbender, and like the 100-Year War and all that shit. The Legend of Korra is cool though. I mean, like I just finished season 1. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely nostalgic in the sense that it gives you that Avatar feel, but it is a lot different. It's very heavy story based, just like kind of like weird and awkwardly, but it's still pretty decent.
Yeah,
it'll pick up.
Yeah, for sure. Freaking lately, I've been watching a couple movies here and there, but I've been playing Fallout 4 again.
Yeah,
and that game is straight fire.
It's a good game.
It is a good game, and because it was like on sale on Steam, it was like stupid cheap because they were doing some deal, and it came with all the DLC. And I picked it up, and I'd play it after work, and sometimes during work because it just kind of gets slow. And sometimes I play Fallout.
Oh yeah, brother.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I saw that you had ATP on during work, Active Trader Pro during work. Or you had and I was like, yo, that is my fucking guy. I have that shit on my computer at all times of the day, 9:30 to 4 p.m. every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, I had it up. I haven't been putting up it as much because in reality I don't really need to. I don't have like a shit ton invested yet.
Yeah.
But it is fun to play with. It's a really good.
There's a lot of cool things you can do with it. Make your own setup and shit. How you like it.
Yeah, I just like reading the news, honestly.
It is really good for news.
I learn a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have learned.
Yeah.
Just like small things that like companies are doing.
Yeah, it's pretty hype. And for all you listeners, for what we're talking about, it's investing materials, an app that you can download from Fidelity called Fidelity Active Trader Pro, ATP.
Oh, did you notice that there was no dividend this week, Trent?
Yeah, I did. I didn't. I wouldn't know because I was so negative, but I figured they were like, just so no one got anything.
Yeah, I don't think anybody got anything.
That's a goddamn shame.
Whatever. I knew it was happening. They said like September is when they're rolling over to like all the new stuff.
I should probably just download the new shit, but oh man, people, we had a run. We absolutely dominated the Appdelphia. And whoever made it, Cameron, I know you're out there. For all you
Cameron.
listeners, you don't understand this. Brad doesn't even understand this, but Cameron, you fucker, we took your money. I don't even know if we did.
I don't know who that is. But
Cameron is like the support dude that we talk to every day.
The support dude for this app. We don't know if he might just be a bot. He might not be real. But we do talk to Cameron. But yeah, other than that, yeah, good times. Good times.
I can kind of talk about starting work. It's been an interesting experience.
Yeah, let's hear that.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's going. It's freaking politics is weird. It's just I don't know. It's really good to be in the middle of it right now because that's another one of those things where like you learn a lot from just like talking to people constantly.
Yeah.
Like my day to day for the most part is I'm just talking. I call people and I talk to them about issues and stuff that they're concerned with, and then I work on like social media stuff at the same time and do stuff like that. But I'm constantly on the phone with voters and stuff like that.
Oh shit.
And like we've been
You
talking
probably
to
get
people.
some real fun people.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure.
Oh,
I think I'm trying to think. In my first week, I made like I don't even fucking know, like 1,700 phone calls or something ridiculous.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, honestly. It takes a freaking I don't know. You kind of have to be lazy for not to be easy. It kind of wears on you after a while, constantly talking to people.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot. I talked to some dude the one day. I don't think I signed an NDA. No, I didn't. We're good. I'm allowed to talk about what people say to me.
Oh God.
I talked to some crazy dude. I think it was honestly yesterday. I had a 10-minute long phone conversation with this dude, and I think I may have said like 10 words in this whole thing because he just went from the very second I got on the phone with him, from the time I got off, he was just going. Like hard about like fucking drugs, and I'm pretty sure he was off his meds because just like how he was talking, it was very clear that there was something going on with him. It was a weird situation. There are some weird people out there, but I learned that don't ever go to Philadelphia. That is my warning.
You said don't go to Philadelphia?
What about
never go to Philly. It sounds not like a good place. It just sounds terrible.
It's not always sunny.
No, fucking, apparently their biggest problem, literally every single time I talk to someone, one of their biggest issues is trash. Because they're not collecting, like nobody's picking up trash or anything in the city. I don't know why, but none of the trash is getting picked up, so there's just garbage everywhere.
That's nasty.
Yeah. So don't go there. It sounds scary. Some woman was telling me how she's afraid to go outside because there's drug dealers down the street from her smoking weed.
Oh, solid.
Smoking weed, about to murder me.
Yeah, but it's kind of fun, honestly. I have a good time. I make good money doing it too, and it's in my field, and I see there's good room for growth.
That's good. As long as you start doing, as long as you enjoy it off the start and everything. Like.
Yeah, and fucking I get a nice 401k package, and I'll take that. Cause
hey,
even
buddy.
if I'm not there forever, I get to keep the money and get out.
Yeah.
That is really nice.
Yeah. That's one of the things you want to look out when you're getting like a job that you know isn't going to be forever, is that their 401k package lets you take it when you leave. Like, because some of them you have to wait like a certain amount of time after you leave to get your money. This one just lets you fucking...
GNC has one of those. Because when I made a... a Fidelity
like a
account...
Roth 401k or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't know if I have to be full-time to actually like access it.
I don't think so, because Hibbett used to offer me a 401k package all the time, and I was part-time.
I should look into that then.
I should have taken the Hibbett one, but they just started offering it to me right when I was about to leave.
Yeah, I might have to look into that, even though I'll probably only be there for like 4 more months tops, hopefully.
Yeah.
I should be done with... I should be done at my cert by, let's see, end date. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should be done on my cert in like 5 weeks.
Damn.
Because I had the one I signed up for was like a guided study, where. Sorry, I'm trying to chew peppers and tomatoes while I talk. I probably talked about this before, but I signed up for like the guided study, where it splits. It doesn't just give you the book and be like, okay, read the book and then take the test. It splits it up into like different modules, and all the chapters are split. So like module 1 was like chapter like 2 and 13, and then the next module was like 4 and 6. So it splits it up and puts like them into similar categories. And then after every module, you have a quiz for each chapter. You have an activity for each chapter, flashcards, and then like a quiz to take. And that just made it. This just made it like so much easier and so much more beneficial because I'm retaining so much more of it because I take it like piece at a time, so I can like understand it how I should understand it, not just like get handed a textbook and be like, okay, read the whole thing, and be like, okay, well, where do I start?
Yeah.
So it's really nice. The only downside is that this week not so much because I had a dog sit, so I didn't get to read and do as much as I really should have. But starting off, like it's a little slow because if like you're quick with the reading, and like I've been like taking notes on the side and like writing down like key terms that I know that like I won't remember off the top of my head. Like certain ones, obviously, like like what is flexibility? Like that one I don't have to remember. Like, oh, what's flexibility? Like that's a dumb one. Yeah. But certain ones like autogenic inhibition that I'm staring at right now, pattern overload, those ones, which is cool, but it can just get kind of slow because I have to wait for like the next week to come around so I can like submit my discussion post and take my next quiz. But I would rather do it that way and take it longer so I retain more of it than like fly through it and just barely pass it and be like, well, what the fuck did I learn?
Yeah.
So I'm glad I actually did it this way because it's a lot more useful.
Yeah, that's good. Fucking, I saw Cuomo might be helping out the gyms.
Apparently. When is he supposed to speak tomorrow about it?
I don't know. He usually does it early in the morning.
Good.
That's the one thing I miss, man. I miss actually watching Andrew Cuomo's press conferences.
His press conferences are sort of fire, not gonna lie.
I used to watch him every single day, like in the deep of the pandemic, but
yeah, dude.
Our Governor Tom Wolf ain't doing that shit. He don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Tom Wolf.
I learned about the mayor of Pittsburgh the other day, and because I had him on Facebook because I was just wanting to see what he was like, and he seemed pretty good. He was talking about like all these solar panels and shit that they've been putting in and all this other good stuff. On his Facebook, he looks really good. And then I talked to my boss, and she said that is not the case at all. He's like a Democrat, like Donald Trump, and he like tweets really weird stuff. Like he tweets about his feet sometimes and just weird fucking stuff. But apparently in Pittsburgh, everybody's really pro-fracking. At least that's what they want people to think. Because there's a lot of like hydro-fracking and stuff around here, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is illegal in New York State. They used to try to do it in New York, but they banned it because it's super bad for the environment.
Hydrofracking? Nah, that shit's good for the environment, bro.
That shit's real good, man. It's all about blasting shit into the goddamn
Dude, it's so funny. I had me, Gina, and her dad had like a very in-depth conversation on fracking and why it's bad.
Really?
Yeah, because he was like, he like explained it and like we had to like fact check him, and it was just funny because like it's very harmful for the earth.
If he ever wants to see real fracking, come down to Pittsburgh. Me and Melissa went to some farm on the outside of the city, but on the way home, I specifically went through like where like all the fracking is, and you can tell when you pull into like that part of the like town that like the air quality just drops. Like you can see it in like the air, and apparently when it rains, like people have to wear masks outside because the pollution is so bad.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy. And right next to, if you go a little bit farther down the river, it's called Kennywood. It's like an amusement park. The amusement park is built on a hill above hydrofracking.
Kennywood. What the fuck?
Kennywood.
If you go to Kennywood, you're gonna fucking come out with an extra arm. I'm telling you that.
Do it, bro. Go to Kennywood. So it is.
I want to go, honestly. I haven't been to an amusement park in so long. Probably not the best time to do it, but they're open.
Probably not the best time to do it.
I would stay away from that one there, though.
Apparently, AMC theaters are reopening. Might have to go smack a movie.
AMC's The Walking Dead. I remember that.
I have to look it up, because I saw, it might be fake, but I saw on TikTok earlier that Walmart is doing drive-in movie theaters at some places.
That would be badass.
Yeah, it looks like bowling alleys are going to reopen, too.
Good shit.
Too bad I ain't working there no more.
Starting this weekend, Walmart is converting its parking lots into free drive-in movie theaters.
Oh, that's fucking lit.
That was from 1 day ago.
Austin today tried to get me to buy tickets. I don't know if he was like all about it, but like he wanted me to buy drive-in concert tickets to see Metallica.
Oh my god.
And I was low-key like, I could bring Dwayne to that bitch.
That reminded me of something. Did you guys see Sturgis?
No.
That giant motorcycle rally in South Dakota they had every year?
Everyone with no masks. Yeah, I saw that.
The fucking, what the fuck is that band? Smash Mouth or whatever?
Smash, baby.
Smash Mouth? This thing's All-Star?
Yeah, it was, that's what it is.
That one?
They were on stage and the dude said, "Fuck that COVID shit," and then they started singing.
Fuck that COVID shit.
Amen, baby.
And nobody had masks on or anything.
Amen, baby.
Dude, my aunt was there. I saw, because I have her on Facebook, she lives in South Dakota, and she sent this video, like, driving through Sturgis on a motorcycle. I was like, and nobody was wearing a mask. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
What the
That's COVID city.
I don't get it, man.
There's gonna be a big spike of cases right there. Guaranteed.
Who fucking cares? Everybody who's stupid and gets it just needs to die. If you get it because you're stupid and you don't take precaution, fuck you.
Yeah, that's been my mentality as well. I just say survival of the fittest whenever I look at stuff like that.
It's so dumb.
People, it's fucked up to say, but survival of the fittest exists for a reason in nature.
Yeah.
You kind of have to burn out the dumb ones in order for a species to survive.
So you think about it though, but like, it's sort of like hard to explain, but survival of the fittest, you try to like not equate it to wealth, but surviving and like in today's like world is you need money to survive. To buy necessary things like food, water, and shelter, you need money. Yeah. So like, I don't know.
I was watching a video earlier, and it's like I can't never pronounce the YouTube channel's name, but they do like cool videos on like space and stuff all the time. But they were talking about like mining asteroids, and they were talking about like how right now, if we did it in a specific way, it would cost more to mine the asteroid than you would get in return from like all the metals and ores and everything in the asteroid. And it was just making me think like, why the fuck, if we lived in a world where there was no money, you could probably just fucking, but would you need all those metal and ores and everything? I don't know.
Yeah, but then again, what if there's some like different shit, like adamantium? You know what I mean?
Like, there should just be a way for like the world to like put a project into play and it not cost any money.
Yeah.
But that's not possible.
It's so funny because I think about this all the time because, like, money is so stupid. Like, not like, I don't know.
It
like,
slows progress down a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
People could just, if everyone worked in one specific direction towards a common goal and there was no money involved, you could probably speed things up quite significantly.
Yeah, that's what they thought in communist Russia.
Yeah.
Communist Russia.
Unfortunately, that experiment did not work.
And it's still not working.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about that one. Sorry, communist Russia.
Sorry.
We ain't talking about communist Russia no more.
But, like, dude, like, isn't it so fucking weird? People value, like, rocks. Like, fucking stupid, shiny rocks. Like, and fucking...
Well, some of it makes sense because, like, gold and, like, other ores can be used to make technology.
Yeah.
Like, that makes sense to me, but, like, you don't need a fucking diamond wristwatch.
Yeah. I don't, like... Yeah. Like, diamonds are the hard as shit.
Maybe you can just have a diamond wristwatch and it not cost fucking $10,000.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
I don't know where the value of a diamond comes into play.
Well, it's like it's like rarity. Like, if they don't exist, then probably. Like, well, I don't know. That's the same shit with gold.
We talked about it in film theory one day. The origin of why diamonds are worth so much comes from like film, because I want to say it was like, I don't know. I don't remember what the time period was, but in a lot of films, like, rich women would wear, like, diamonds and stuff. So, like, it kind of got built into, like, the psyche of, like, American pop culture that diamonds are worth a good amount of money.
That's so
funny. I think that's where a lot of the value comes from. And then you bring in hip-hop culture, and the value goes up significantly.
Yep. Dude, this made me think about this one class I took, Myth and Culture. This one native culture, their currency was yams. Fucking yams, dude. And like they was like at the end of like every, like, they had like a system, like at the end of every month or whatever, like it was like whoever had the most yams was chief master of the village.
That's so lit,
bro. And it was like everyone just grows yams for Yam Fest or like the yam market. It's just so funny.
That just sounds like Animal Crossing in real life.
Dude, literally, it's so funny because that was their currency and they didn't know anything. Like, it's literally how it be.
Hey, I mean, in Fallout, you got bottle caps as a currency.
Bottle caps.
It really probably doesn't matter. I mean, the dollar bill isn't worth.
It's worth, like, the dollar bill has no value. It's
exactly.
People, the dollar is backed by, like, our thought that it has value. It's not backed by any amount of, like, gold or silver.
Yeah, at one point it was, right?
Yeah, and then that got rid of.
That's crazy.
It's backed by faith, boys.
I remember, like, when I first started kind of, like, realizing what was happening in the world, and I heard about, like, how much debt we have to China, and I was like, that's not even real. Like, that money has not existed.
Yeah.
Like, none of that is... It's just, like, I feel like everyone's just kind of living on, like, a promise at this point. Like,
it's literally what it is. Like, what's up? I owe you big time, though. Like, hey, sorry. But, like...
Will we ever give China that money? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't get how that works. Like, we're in so much debt, but I don't... it's never gonna get paid.
It's so funny because this is a huge, like, leftist, liberal theory of economics, and it's like, it's eternal debt. You should look it up. It's not called eternal debt, but that's what it is. It's like this theory that, like, you just take on, like, it's just so everyone can, like, live, like and have, like, equal rights and shit. It's like, we're gonna keep taking on this debt, but the fact that we are such a big exporter that other countries can't rely without us, and so it's just going to be a forever system. So because it's like, dude, do whatever it takes to have the people be happy and shit, have the right. But then again, it's just like, that's where shit's fucking weird, man.
I don't know, man. Freaking, I feel like companies have been after Trump did the whole thing with TikTok, I think shit's been kind of like all over the place now.
Because I feel the fact that the government could fucking come in and fuck up, like, the market like that, it's different. Because TikTok is like, it's fucking up the streaming industry. It's everything, dude. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, and then Apple and fucking Epic Games got in a fight.
Yeah. They took Fortnite off iPhones, off the Apple store.
Yeah, okay, I gotta look this up real quick because
did they really?
I was watching something.
Yeah.
And someone said they took it off the Google Play Store, but nobody talks about that.
Huh.
I
didn't know
have
that.
access to an Android device. I don't know who does, because they're pieces of garbage.
Pierce, let's
But-
call Pierce.
Pierce, can you download Fortnite?
No. If you downloaded Fortnite on an Android, dude, it'd look like dog shit. And
Fortnite for Android. Yeah, it's not on the Google Play Store either. Fortnite for Android has also been kicked off the Google Play Store. Nobody gives a shit about that.
Nobody gives a shit about. Nobody gives a fuck about the Google Play Store. Let's get real.
Not a single news outlet has reported on that. Nobody care about that.
That is funny.
But yeah, that fucked it up. Cause I don't know, man. Shit's been wild lately.
Shit
It's
has
been crazy,
wild.
bro. I mean,
It's
it's just
election
been
season,
crazy.
That's what happens.
Shit.
So Dylan, you can
I
explain.
think-
You can explain this better to me. Why is everybody making such a big deal about the vice president that Biden picked?
Because Joe Biden has dementia and will not be a coherent president, and you need a good backup plan.
Oh God.
That's literally why, bro. He's like.
Do you want to
he
know?
has
You want to know my
dementia.
theory is?
What's your theory?
My theory is that they literally expect him to die very soon. So then,
That's what Trump is saying.
So then
Donald
they-
Trump has been predicting this forever.
oh really?
He literally, I'm pretty sure the one day he was saying that, like, the DNC is just, like, using Joe Biden as a puppet because he has dementia. He
Yeah,
didn't say it.
He's gonna die a week in, and then we're gonna have African American female president.
Yeah, it's a sneaky move.
But
to
also,
deny.
dude, she wasn't she like a part of the judicial system? She like put away mad
Yeah, she was
people
a,
from
she was
like,
an
marijuana.
attorney general in
Yeah.
California.
Yeah,
Didn't she
dude.
do
I
some
don't
weird
know.
shit? And didn't she like
She-
call Biden out about some bull? Didn't she like say some shit to him one time?
Yeah, she kept saying
Yeah,
it was a debate.
Everybody in the debates always fucking would talk shit to each other,
Yeah.
except for Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang was the only respectful adult on that stage.
Yeah, he never talked shit to nobody. He was just talking about the issues.
Yeah, and that's why he should be the nomination, but that's not my place to say. But anyways, freaking yeah, the DNC is super fucked up. There's a whole bunch of sketchy shit going on, and I mean, Kamala Harris is a good vice president. She's a good like politician, and she's smart, and she knows what's going on. But the people behind the DNC and Joe Biden and all that are not good human beings. The Clinton Foundation is evil. I guarantee it. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of evil people in politics right now, unfortunately, who are like just being puppet masters, and you'll never actually see their faces.
Jeffrey
Dude,
Epstein's still
politics
alive.
itself is just all fucked up.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah,
never
sure.
it'll never become what it is actually meant to be. And that's the betterment of the American people. It'll never truly be that, in my opinion. It's never going to be that. It's only going to be the rich and the powerful and what they can do and get their hands on and how they can manipulate shit.
That's just, I mean,
Dude, it's
power
yeah.
corrupts everyone.
It's any system that has money and power, any like subsidy to power, any way to power and luxury, people are gonna fucking like, I don't know. It's gonna get corrupt. People are greedy. It's always been that way, and it's like, I don't know. People like the whole 1% shit. Like, that's a fucking problem. But like,
Yeah.
why?
The fact that Jeff Bezos is on track to become a trillionaire is
Yeah, dude. The
not a good
fact that
situation.
if I made $180,000 a day since the year of the birth of Jesus Christ or whatever, I don't.
The birth of Jesus Christ.
Fucking like, I still wouldn't be as rich as Jeff Bezos. Doesn't that just like hurt a little bit? I don't know.
Oh, that hurts my soul a lot of bit.
Having done a lot of research on fucking robber barons and everything from the late 1800s, like fucking Andrew Carnegie and Rockefeller and that shit,
Yeah.
we're in another one of those situations.
Yeah, it's literally the rule of threes. but back then it was just there's one fucking steel producer, but like it's like the rule of threes. It's like Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, cable, Dish, DirecTV. It's like three like there's gonna be it's not like we actually have options or choices.
Yeah.
Like there's like is it actually a free market? It's a bunch of monopolies, though.
Yeah.
Economics gets weird.
Yeah.
It's dumb as fuck.
I have nothing to say. We put ourselves in a little bit of a pickle here in the United States of America.
Bro, we've been in a pickle.
We've
been doing this.
Dude, if you think about it, like, counting, like, Native American, like, wars and shit, the United States, like, hasn't been ever, like, either not been in a war or just, like, in some shit since, like, the beginning of time.
Because war is, like, the one thing that, like, fucking keeps people together.
That's what I'm saying. It keeps the nationalism and the industries cooking.
Mm-hmm.
True.
It's very unfortunate. I'm just gonna go move to, like, South America and go find a tribe in the middle of the Amazon rainforest and hope they don't
I just want to be
burn the forest down.
Yes.
I'm down.
Yes.
I'll go with you. Fuck it.
Let's just go to Kanye's Wyoming plant and fucking...
Yeah, let's just go work at Kanye's plant in Wyoming. Take Justin's camper there.
We are here to serve you,
live
Master.
live with Kanye and sing Jesus songs.
Amen. Amen. Boys, would it be a sin for me to go and piss during the podcast?
No.
No.
It's never a sin.
Alright, you boys, have a quick, wonderful tete-on-tete chat. I'll be back.
Gotcha. We will do just that.
What's going on, Brad? How's your week been? How are the dogs?
Oh my god, dude, I'm so glad to be home. Okay. I had to, obviously for but everybody else doesn't. I had to house sit / dog sit for my manager from last Saturday until just yesterday. And it was the most exhausting week I think I've ever had, between working and then like having to take the dogs for walks and take them outside because they live in like the village and everything. And they're 3 giant ass Weimarimers, however you say it. The big giant gray dogs, like just super strong, super massive, love to run. It was just like, it started off good, right? I had to show up like Saturday afternoon because they left like Saturday like 5 in the morning. So I showed up like Saturday afternoon. That was fine. Sunday was good. Then like Monday and Tuesday, the dogs started to get really comfortable with me. So they started to act like a little bit more wild because they were like, oh, okay, like, you know, we're used to this now. Like Saturday and Sunday, they kind of just like sat down and sat on the couch and just didn't do much. But Monday, Tuesday, they started to bark a little bit more. They started to run around a little bit more. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday was just like all fucking hell broke loose. And just like they were jumping on the counter, grabbing my food. The one ate half of my sweet potato that I had cooked, the little fucker. Jumped right up, snagged that bitch right off the counter. I was like, you son of a bitch. He ate it in one bite. It was gone. It was absolutely gone. It wasn't like he brought it to the ground, he started to chew on it. No, he like grabbed it, brought it to the ground, and then just inhaled it. I was like, no. I was so pissed. But it was a decent time though. They're good dogs. They're crazy, but all dogs are, especially big dogs like that. They don't have anywhere to run around. Like they got a small yard in the village, and you have to put them on a leash anytime you take them outside the yard. So it can get, I bet you, it can get very annoying for them just not having somebody to just roam.
They look fucking big, dude.
Yeah, they were huge, man.
That's
When
awesome.
they stood up, their head like came well over my hips. Like they're tall dogs.
Yeah.
Damn.
And like I said, I don't know if you were here when I said it, but they are strong and they love to run. But
Oh, I bet.
glad to be back at home now, chilling back in the man cave.
You know who
Daphne,
else is
she ate.
strong and loves to run?
Who's that?
Daphne.
Yo, I know she's a tank. She is a tank. The good part about being in the village was, excuse me while I get a drink of water. Not only did I just get more steps in, get some more walking in, because I had to walk each dog separately, because Lord help me if you try to take two of those dogs at the same time, they'll yank your arms off and run in different directions. So I got a lot of walking in, and then I didn't have access to the treadmill like I do here in the morning when I get up and run. So I got up and I was just running around town in the morning. I'd wake up early, I'd let the dogs out, I'd feed them, give them breakfast, and then lock them back up real quick, and then go take a 45-minute run around town, 2-3 miles. It was great. It was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna start. It sucks though, because obviously I'm back home, so I got to run on all these hilly roads. But yeah, I ran this morning and went for a 2.5 mile run. So I'm gonna start running here in the morning. I enjoy it. I've got a new love for cardio.
Good shit. There's freaking plenty of running trails here if you want.
Hell yeah, brother. Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know if I should start to. I might start to put a resume together and then put on there that I'm. Hopefully I plan to become certified through NASM.
Just put it on there, honestly.
I know I should, right? I'm NASM certified, even though I still got 4 or 5 weeks left before it's official. But they'll be like, oh shit. Yeah, then my luck. They'll be like, hey, you want to start in 2 weeks? And I'll be like, about that.
Yeah, that was the problem, when I was still in school and I was applying to places, it's gonna be 4 months. Sorry.
It's gonna be 4 months.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll hurt to just reach out and maybe with my resume, maybe attach a little email. Just tell them what I'm, what's going on. Be like, okay, I still have another month or so before I take the certification test. But upon that, I'll be ready to go. If you, I don't know, something like that. I gotta look into it more. There was a few gyms that I wrote down that I wanted to reach out to because they seem really cool. But I might even have to come down for a weekend and just walk around Pittsburgh the whole day.
Yeah.
And just walk into gyms and just talk to people.
Yeah.
Yo, who's the manager here? I want to talk to him.
Yo, you want to know what I think that's gonna happen as soon as Brad goes down to Pittsburgh? I don't know why I just had this vision, but I just had a vision. Brad walks up. He's sitting by a lake with his gray hoodie on at 6 a.m. He's sweating, and all I hear is I
don't think I'm in Detroit.
No, so you're looking over the water, foggy as hell, and some old dude walks up, and he for some reason he just starts following you, and then I don't know why I'm getting into a movie script right now, but so this old dude starts following you, bro, and then you're like, let's back off, bro. And you guys start battling. And then he trains you to be a badass Pittsburgh fighter, and you're just an underground Dragon Ball Z warrior.
If that happens, I
called
amazed.
it. I called it. 100%.
I will pay you all the money I have if that happens, because that would be insane. An underground Dragon Ball Z warrior. What the fuck?
I don't know why, dude. It just feels so right. Imagine, I don't know. It's just one of those.
That's crazy. Because area too, Dylan. That's another thing I was gonna
Real nice, nice summer.
You can talk a little bit about it now if you want, but off the air, I want to ask you when you did your research, what are areas that I should look to? Because I don't know if I necessarily want to. I still haven't really decided if I want to look for gyms and then be that the deciding factor, finding the gym and then no matter the area, or if I should look for the good areas and find gyms close to the area.
It really depends on what demographic you want, to be honest.
I would like to aim more towards the higher end of just the
some
clientele.
really expensive bitches, really nice.
Not some
nice,
really
tight
expensive
pussy.
bitches, but I don't want
Nice,
to be
tight pussy.
I don't want to be a trainer in some sleazy part of Pittsburgh
Nice,
where it's
tight
just
pussy.
I would rather
Just
be
say
in
it.
a nicer
nice, tight
area.
Pussy.
Yeah, some nice
Just
tight
say it.
pussy.
You want to train nice tight pussy, or some nice. You don't want some smelly fuckers up in there.
No.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I was talking more age demographic, because...
oh, that too.
I mean, I really don't care.
I can give you like areas that like are filled with college kids, or I could give you areas that are filled with like working business.
Yeah,
adults.
I want to work. I want the working business. Fuck the college kids. They can figure that shit out on their own. They're not gonna take me seriously, or they're not gonna take me seriously and have the money to pay me anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
So fuck them.
Yeah.
So
Fuck them.
Yeah. There's several areas that those people frequent. Honestly, there's a lot of people, those kind of people in my area, but there's also a lot of like fucking there's a lot of college kids, and then there's a lot of just like fucking
college hipsters,
local motherfuckers.
Where would I, just off the top of your head though, where's a good spot to like start looking, as far as if that's what I want?
I mean, the nicer parts are like up near like Squirrel Hill or like Shady Side. Those are like where a lot of like upper class white people live.
Is that like North Pittsburgh?
Yeah, it's like if you're looking at like you know how it's like that point or whatever, like the tip of the island or whatever.
Yeah, let me look.
Like where the hockey arena is. It's like north of the hockey arena.
Okay. Yeah, let me see real quick.
Or I guess like above it. I don't know if it would technically be north. But
okay.
Like on
I kinda
the
see.
upper part of the island.
Yeah, because I don't know if I don't want to be like in the city
But even like around me, there's like starting to be like a lot of like these really like upper class like young people neighborhood kind of situations. Like down the street from me, there's like it's very just like you can tell they just built over the top of a bunch of poor people's houses and built like a really nice area.
Jesus. They're like, yeah, fuck it.
What the fuck? Yeah, fuck it.
Unfortunately, that's what happens.
Mow it over. Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Syracuse did a bunch of that shit. Like Syracuse University, they bought like a whole bunch of poor people's houses, tore them down, and built fucking bullshit over the top of it.
Bro, if you've
Are you
ever
serious?
been there in Syracuse, it's like in like a city. It's like its own little like city school. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, their whole fucking campus is like there's like a hookah bar on Syracuse campus.
Yeah, dude. Fucking
A hookah bar.
that whole place is weird, man. Their stadium.
Because you're south, right, Dylan?
Yeah, south side.
Like, so where would that be?
Southside.
Like
South side
like-
slopes.
Southside Slopes, that's where you are? Like Allentown
Yeah.
and all them? Okay.
No, up below Allentown.
Below
I'm on like the flat ground.
So,
Allentown is like started. There's like a hill on the.
Are you
back.
above Knoxville?
I'm like right on the river. Like the East Carson Street is like the big road that runs like along the river there.
I'm right on the river.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Well,
okay.
I guess.
Right on the
Excuse
river.
me.
You was born on the river. And you said
'Cause
what part?
The river
though?
is
What
like
hills?
3 blocks down the street from me.
What's it called? What'd you say? What the hills? What? Something hills?
Oh, Squirrel Hill.
Trying to find that. Pittsburgh Squirrel Hill. Oh, okay. So that's like over there.
Yes, but anything with the word hill, you're going to start getting into situations where you're going to be on hills.
No shit.
As in
Really?
that.
You don't say.
Where I live on the flat. There are several areas in which are no even close to being flat.
Dylan lives on the flat. That's cool. Damn. Yeah, it's gonna be you gotta do a lot of looking. It's exciting.
Yeah, there's a lot of different fucking neighborhoods I can show you, but
Hopefully
there's
I find
specific ones that
somewhere like decently close to you guys.
I mean everything's close in Pittsburgh.
Easy to
But
drive.
you also don't have to live in the. I would suggest not living in Squirrel Hill because it's going to cost you a lot of money.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to live like in like the fancy rich fucking. But I don't also I don't want to live in like a shitty area.
Yeah,
That's big.
there's
dude.
some nice areas near where we live.
What's
I
the
can
closest
show
gym
you.
to where you live?
There, I know there's a CrossFit gym because there's always people doing CrossFit
Fuck.
every single time I park my car.
Wait a minute. Do you know? Have you seen the gym? Do you know what it's called?
No, I don't know, but they're always running through like the parking lot,
Oh,
like
okay.
They have like tires and stuff, and they'll run through the parking lot.
Because my dad, when he sprays houses for all the old rich fuckers in Van Buren, a lot of them are from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And he was talking on the one day, and the lady said that she has 2 friends that own a CrossFit gym in Pittsburgh, and I looked into it, and I was like, CrossFit really ain't what I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not a CrossFit guy.
I don't even know if that's completely what that gym is, but I know they're always doing CrossFit outside.
Yeah.
And then I think there's probably 1 or 2 other gyms probably between me and LA Fitness, but the next biggest one is LA Fitness.
Yeah.
There's also one in Homestead called Crunch Fitness, which seems similar to LA Fitness, but I've never seen that gym before.
I think I lost.
It looks like a big, expensive gym.
Oh, I bet. Dude, I would love to work at like a super nice one.
Yeah, there's obviously you can find LA Fitnesses all over the place here, but
yeah,
small gyms, you would have to like do some searching because I'm sure they're all over the place.
That sounds like a bomb one, bro. Fucking Drooby's Dungeon. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
What the
that
hell?
Sounds like some fucking
what in the hell kind
that
of
sounds like where
that?
you go to be a Dragon Ball Z warrior.
What about this one, bro?
Yeah,
Hydration.
that's where the old man will be.
You just gotta go knock 3 times and go wait
All
by
these
the
things
water.
are like fucking like, oh my god. The 2 gyms that I've clicked on have been like little tiny like storefronts. Like hardly anything.
Yeah, dude, you just gotta go into
there's
a
probably-
back warehouse.
The crazy thing is, the one night me and Melissa drove downtown just to see what like downtown Pittsburgh was at nighttime. It is dead as fuck. There is not a single soul around there at nighttime. Yeah, it's because like there's so many neighborhoods in Pittsburgh that everyone just pretty much stays in their little like hidey hole during the nighttime and drink. They don't go downtown to drink or anything. There was like no one there.
Oh, nice, dude. I want to work at this one. Shapeshifters Fitness. I think it's right next to the police station. It's lit.
Oh, safe.
That's real safe.
Oh, that's something I want to talk about is the fact that people are getting ripped off the street.
What,
like in
you
Portland.
were explaining that yesterday, or you told us about it. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Dylan?
Yeah, fucking same thing that was happening in Portland is happening in Pittsburgh now.
That's some wild
Protesters?
shit.
Get ripped off the street by unmarked vans and people not wearing uniforms.
That just sounds
Yo,
sketch,
that's
dude.
crazy. That's so
And you want to know where it
crazy.
actually happened? It was happening in Squirrel Hill. Because there was because Squirrel Hill and that general area is a bunch of like white rich people, so white rich people have nothing better to do with their time.
Change my mind.
Then
Not
this-
working there.
than to sit out on the street and freaking yell about I don't know. Obviously, they're protesting for good things, but that's what they do. But yeah, that's where the people were getting ripped off the street was in Squirrel
Yeah.
Hill.
What the hell? I don't like. So it was just the feds.
Yeah, the federal government
The feds.
just
Feds
fucking
got 'em.
ripping people off the street. It's just Homeland Security. It's just Homeland Security officers not wearing uniforms ripping people off the street.
That's just nuts, dude. Yo, bro, if I could work in an LA Fitness, oh baby, LA Fitness is the only like fitness chain I won't talk shit about. I'll talk shit about fucking what's it called? What's the purple yellow
Planet
one?
Dookie.
I'll talk shit about Planet Fitness all day, but LA Fitness is legit. They got pools, man.
I would check
Shit.
out the one down the street from me then, because that one seems pretty nice from the outside.
Oh, you got an LA next to you?
Yeah, like down the street from me.
Oh shit, let me do that. Southside Slopes. Where does LA at?
Yo, Brad, you trying to open a gym, bro?
I would love to open a gym. I would just need somebody to pay for it.
Need some upfront investment.
I need a lot of upfront investment, and then I'm there, and I'll do whatever it takes after that. But the only one I see. Hang on, though. Let me see. We're not on. We don't want to go.
Okay.
Yeah, we want South
We gotta
Side.
start.
I see one right here that's next to a Goodwill and Aldi's.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. Yeah, Carson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that, bro. Fucking hit him up. Like, hey. You looking for some trainers?
That's like a uppity up Aldi too. It's like
I like uppity up
more-
Aldi's. These are Aldi's that I do like.
affluent Americans.
Aldi's my favorite store, bro. Hands down.
What does that mean? Is it just an OG Aldi's? Like,
I don't know. It's just nicer inside. It's not like a fucking.
the one we have in Fredonia, Dunkirk. It looks
Yeah.
like shit. Yeah, okay. Just gonna
Like,
call it how you see it.
It looks
Bubba.
more like a fucking like nice supermarket inside.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like a Tops situation.
It smells like fresh food and shit.
The main grocery chain in Pennsylvania is Giant Eagle, and they have like 3 different versions of Giant Eagle. There's Giant Eagle, which is like the really sketchy poor person Giant Eagle. Then there's like Giant Eagle, what the fuck is it called? I don't know. There's another supermarket or something. It's slightly uppity up, and that's more like a Tops, like a nice Tops inside.
Huh.
And then there's Giant Eagle Market District, which I've never been in, but it looks like a ripoff where they just charge you more money because it's nicer inside.
Oh god.
That's how they get you.
And that Market District one is in Squirrel Hill as well.
Oh shit. Yeah, I definitely gotta just do more research.
That's where we go to, because we go to Trader Joe's for groceries sometimes, and that's in like the right next to that Market District thing.
Trader Joe's. I've been to Trader Joe's I think one time. It was cool.
Yeah, there's honestly like it's pretty cheap to be honest too.
So
It's
I
like
said,
Aldi
dude, I want to
prices.
freaking
I've
see
never
like.
been.
I can't wait to get like more, to get like to different stores and like
Yeah.
different
Well,
places where I
there's-
can buy.
Yeah,
different
there's
shit.
literally every kind of store. You can go to Whole Foods, you can go to Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
They have all that shit because it's a big city.
Which is cool. Like that's gonna be.
So you can-
That's exciting.
Broaden your food horizons. There's also a million restaurants to do that as well.
Yeah, that's very true.
Pittsburgh cuisine. What's have you found anything in Pittsburgh that there just
There,
aren't?
it seems
Here.
like their main thing is like pierogies, to be honest.
Ooh, I like some fucking pierogies.
Yeah, I feel there's a lot of restaurants like serve pierogies, so it seems like it's that. They have like some other thing, but Permonti Bros or Permonti Bros or something like that is like a big chain in Pennsylvania, or at least in Pittsburgh at least, and they have dank ass sandwiches and stuff like that.
That's funny.
Wait, did you have a food review? That just reminded me. You said you had a food review.
Oh yeah, freaking this morning me and Melissa went out for like brunch, and we went to that place with like the Chuck E. Cheese beer where you could scan your card or whatever.
Ooh, that sounds good.
We went there again, but I didn't get beer. I got some fucking cocktail thing that they were doing. But I got a breakfast burger from there, and it was on 2 slices of French toast with a burger, which their burgers are like that kind of like 50-50 plant-based beef mixture thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like mushrooms or whatever. It's like beef and mushrooms. And then it had egg and then maple syrup and bacon on top of it.
That sounds pretty good.
It was pretty fire. I had to cut it with a knife and everything because there was no way you're fucking eating that with your hands. It was covered in maple
Yeah, but you gotta
syrup.
get that nice cross section though. You gotta cut that bitch. Look at that nice cross section, and then you can go from there. And then you're like, all right.
That sounds amazing. You're making
Yeah,
me
it
Doesn't it though?
Yeah, it was pretty fucking good, and then it came with some nice home fries. Always
nice
like
home fries? You know what I just stumbled upon?
So,
Was this website called Indeed.
really?
Dude, that
Yeah,
is like hot popping for jobs.
Well, I just did it.
That's where I got my job from.
Is it? Yeah, because I mean, like, I just like typed in, like, I went LA Fitness and I typed in trainer in PA, and then 6 trainer jobs near PA, and like, I'm looking at all of them right now.
I already applied to 3 of them during the podcast. They
I'm
already
about
called
to
me for
3
an
of them
interview.
during the podcast. Like, this one sounds legit.
They make it easy to apply to. You can apply with like a quick apply thing through Indeed.
This one's got health insurance, bro. That's what we want. We want health insurance.
We need the health insurance.
Looking for a dynamic sales manager who loves to change lives. This is the most lucrative pay plan in the personal training industry. If you're a sales professional that loves fitness or a trainer who is looking to step up to the next level, this is a spot for you. $70,000 to $110,000 per year. I don't care what I'm doing.
That's sales. That's sales, bro.
Is it commission?
No, I don't think so.
Bro, Brad, you're a GNC salesman.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
And
I can sell snow to an Eskimo in that bitch.
Bro, if you go into an interview and you say, I could sell snow to Eskimo, you will get hired.
I know, man. I can sell snow to Eskimos. There's all these ones, too, like that were posted like 22 days ago. Do you have a passion for helping people with their... I might apply to one of these and say, fuck it. Job responsibilities. Meet all new members. Establish yourself as a fitness professional. New member assessment and workout. New client acquisition for trainers, trainer management, trainer and management trainee. Let's see. Pay is a blend of hourly based commissions and bonus opportunity. Pay is $3,000 to $7,000 per month.
I don't know what you would have to look deeper into it to see if that's like a normal practice, and probably is, because I feel like it's based on like how many people you're actually training, so that's why they do commission.
Yeah, because that's what I want. Yeah, because I know it like. My one friend who used to work at GNC, she's a trainer at Chautauqua, and I think I just asked her the one time, I was like, how do you get paid? And it basically, like this one says, like, it's a blend. She said they get hourly pay, but, like, then when she trains clients, obviously, for however long she works, like, she gets that money, too.
Yeah.
But, you know, hopefully I'm working somewhere where I'm making a little bit, you know what I mean? I don't want to go work at a gym and make minimum wage. And
that's
then,
like one of the things you want to look out for is like base pay. Like, what is your base pay for the year on top of commission?
This doesn't even say though, like a.
Yeah, you would have to look into like the hourly rate that they pay.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, PA though, PA's
low.
Yeah, avoid that fucking minimum wage.
Yeah, that PA. What's that PA minimum wage? Like $7?
$7.25.
See, it's so weird though. So like, since you've been living in Pittsburgh now, you don't have to like give me exact numbers, but like I'll just you can compare it, right? So however much you guys pay for like your apartment with all the good stuff, you know, internet, electric, gas, water, however much you pay for that, however it's configured. I know, like, for example, when Jake and I were living downtown Fredonia, we were paying $275 a month each for just the rent, and then we had to cover the water, which was quarterly, and then we had to pay for the internet, and then the gas and electric, all separate. And I want to say it came out to like, I have my calculator right here. It was like $275. I know we split the internet at $25. I know every 3 months the water bill was like $100. So I mean, you split that up like $30 a month. And then we had gas and electric, which I want to say was like another like 50, 60 total. I'll like say like 75 max. So we were like $405 a month for everything. So like, how does that compare to like what you guys pay for?
You said $405 a month?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even. I pay $975. Well, I mean, I guess if you're splitting it between two people, are you saying $405 a month per person?
Yeah, Jake and I paid $405 each.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then
$810.
If you're doing that way, it's like $975 a month for rent, and then I had to pay for gas and electric and internet.
Okay.
Gas was like $10 or it's not using heat or anything, so obviously you wouldn't need to use that much gas.
Yes.
And then electric was like $110 or something like that, and then internet it's $40 a month.
Yeah, that's like the only thing though. Is like when I look.
But my job covers my internet bill now.
Oh really?
They give me $100 reimbursement for
that's really nice.
My phone and internet.
That's really
nice.
Fire.
So, because I'm working remotely.
Yeah, that's just something I need to like. It's like how do you like talk about that though? Like when you apply to a job, like I feel like obviously it's like I've never had to do it, so it seems like such an awkward thing to me. But I can't even like imagine how I'm gonna like walk into like an interview for like a full-time job and then like be like, okay, so how much are you gonna pay me? Like, I don't know, it feels awkward to me because I've never had to worry about it because every time I've got a job, I've just been like, okay, I'm gonna make minimum wage.
Most of the time on applications, they'll ask you right off the bat how much you expect you're gonna get paid.
But I don't like, so I don't know though. Like, what do you think a solid hourly for like if I like work in the gym as well?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You'd have to look into like what the industry standard like hourly pay is.
I would say like,
and then you would have to look in PA specifically.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would imagine like, especially because holding my degree and then hopefully holding like that certification, I feel like that should just entitle me to like make a little bit more just because I am like I have these behind me. I don't know if I could get a job and off the start make like 12, 13 an hour and then like get paid like on like the commission through the training. I feel like that would be decent.
Yeah.
I don't want, you know what I mean? You don't want to. Like,
I would
set
go
like
for like
a low. I don't want to lowball it either though. I don't want to lowball myself and be like, oh, I only expect to make this much, and they're like, holy shit, this kid's dumb as fuck. Hire him. You know what I mean? And then
I mean, the cost of living here is also lower, which is nice. Like the amount of money that we spend on groceries is much lower than it would be if I was doing it in New York.
Like, because they're just cheaper, you mean?
Yeah, I just feel like things are cheaper here in general.
Yeah.
Or just like,
It's that goddamn sales tax.
just how.
Yeah, that's the only thing I worried about though,
out.
because I knew like the minimum wage in Pittsburgh Pennsylvania rather, was lower. So I was like, well, shit. I was like, if I'm gonna make,
I haven't seen, if it's a professional job, I don't see anybody lowballing like. If you have a degree, I haven't seen any jobs where they're like, oh, we're gonna give you minimum wage. If you have a
yeah,
degree.
no, I mean, if I walk into an interview and then we get to like the salary portion of it, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll pay you $8.50 an hour. I'm like, yeah, see ya. Like,
yeah, like I get paid like $22 an hour, I think.
yeah, that's fucking great.
That's badass.
It's just one of those things though that like that's where it's like, I don't want to say like I kind of like dug my own grave, but also at the same time I kind of like I'm in a rough spot just because my job, I'm not necessarily, if I work like in the gym or in a gym, I'm not necessarily like doing what my, you know what I mean? Like if I'm working, I'm not going to be training people 24/7.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're going to be like, well, why should we pay you this much? If like, you know, for 3 hours a day, you're going to be like taking phone calls or greeting people at the front desk. I'm like, well, so I don't know. That's gonna be something. That's gonna be something I'm gonna have to like really look into. Who knows? Might send out a fucking application or two and just give them a call and be like, "Hey, what's the deal?"
Can you tell me what is the common practice of getting clients for personal trainers? Like, how do they acquire new clients?
I mean, I know a lot of people. I looked at that. I don't know a shit ton. I don't know the best ways or like the most normal ways, but from like the people that I've talked to and just the stuff I've read, a lot of it they try to say like set up like your own thing online where like people can like contact you and you can have like, because one day I would like to not start a website, but I want to like write my own plans for like people trying to like accomplish certain goals, and then like hopefully set up like online training to where like I can send people like these detailed like Excel spreadsheets where they can like track their progress and then try to set up like some diet shit with them. But for the most part, I think it's mostly online. I think that's where a lot of people get their money from and just get like the basis of their clientele, because some people don't really work in like an actual like commercial gym. But I feel like then when you work in like a commercial gym, I think it's like Chautauqua Health and Fitness. I think it's like those people, they more or less work at the gym as their job. And then like when people come in to like train, they either like request to train with the certain trainers there, or it's just like, oh, I want to get a personal trainer. And they're like, okay, we'll see who's available at this time. And then you kind of just get like slapped with it.
Gotcha.
Which I wouldn't really complain that much. It's not like I would hate it if I like worked at the gym and it was like, oh, I got a new client. But I also want to like try to set up and reach out like through like maybe like social media and just like telling like friends, family to tell like their friends and everything like that. Like if they want to look for somebody, then like I can do like online. I think I want to go both routes. I don't want to just like rely on the people that walk in the door at like the gym I hopefully work at. But then also it's funny too, because I don't know if you were like, you're part of your question were you kind of asking more or less like, how does it work? Like once you start training them, like how long do they stay with you? Because that's one thing I was thinking about too, that I was trying to like do more on. You know what I mean? Like if somebody wants to train with me and I charge them like a monthly rate, But then like 2 months in, he's like, oh, I don't want you to train me anymore. He's like, I can figure it all on my own from here. And then he just like dips on me. But then at the same time too, like if I have somebody for like, if I have a client for like a year or two and we're not changing much, we're not doing much, I don't want to also at the same time feel like I'm just taking their money, just telling them. But, it's all about like, that's why you build like a plan that helps them like progress and move and get better all the time. But it's all going to be a learning process, a learning curve.
Yeah, for sure.
New stuff. And also too, I also think that like I was talking to my mom about this. The way that the certification that I'm taking, NASM, they're very particular in just how they teach you to like address clients and how they teach you to like start from like the bottom up and like getting like all of like the baseline health information and background information out of the way, and then addressing like where to start with them and like their specific like levels that they have. And so I said to my mom too, I was like, well, what if I get hired at some gym and like this is how I learned to train people, and they go, oh yeah, we don't do things here, this is how we do it. And it's like, okay, well, there goes all that shit I learned out the fucking window. So what do I do then?
Yeah.
But I doubt that if I get a job somewhere, they're gonna be like, yeah, we don't want you to use any of the shit you learned from your certification. Hopefully it's more or less like, all right, you're hired, you can train people, do as you please.
Yeah, you definitely probably want to be in a situation where you have more freedom.
Yeah, because that's how you separate yourself in anything. Like you find your own way and you find your own path, and then from there you make like success out of it. I don't want to just go work somewhere and have them tell me how to train people. Like, bitch, I got my own ideas and my own ways I want to train people. So back to fuck up.
That's what. At work, lately I've been working really hard on Facebook, and I've just been teaching myself new ways to like fucking, because I was off Facebook for quite a while, and I just started getting back on it this year, so I haven't really done any Facebook marketing stuff outside of some small things.
Yeah.
And I just put together like a little plan for myself, and I've been showing really good results with it, and it's been fun to just kind of be off on my own, because she pretty much just told me like, oh yeah, just do whatever you want, you can try to get new members and stuff. And like in the past week I've gotten like 20 something new members on the page just from doing like targeted campaigns towards different areas of Facebook.
See, you're good at that shit, dude. Like, you got the mind for that. You know how to like make people want to like follow you and listen to you, which is
I also know how algorithms work to a certain extent, because I've watched so much YouTube and bullshit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to like figure out where people are at and then using the algorithm against them is a good way to
use it against them. Use the algorithm against them. That's funny as shit. Beat you with your own algorithm, bitch.
Though. I've also been adding them as friends, and so I kind of get to see who I'm adding, and some of them are interesting human beings. But
I bet
I've been picking them out of interesting areas, though. It's been fun.
That's dope, though. That's good you're having like that much success with it. So like off the start, like I said, I'm glad it's not like it seems like you really hit the ground running. Not like hit the ground and you're like, oh, well, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing is I've been waiting to work for so long. Like, I hated being unemployed. I just wanted to fucking work on something that I could just put my brain towards. And now I was going hard.
Yeah.
Because I've been unemployed and bullshit for way too fucking long.
I fucking feel
that's awesome,
that.
So, Trenny, you ready to start school soon, right?
Oh man, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
Bro, I have 5 classes. 2 of them are online, and 3 of them are Monday, Thursday, Friday. Like,
you have to go on campus?
Yeah, and it's
oh god,
3 hours, 2 hours and 20 minutes, 2 hours and 20 minutes, 3 classes.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend Drew, and he was kind of saying like how he has like 1 or 2 classes, or are they like, what are they doing? Are they like alternating, or like 1 week you go in and then the next week you don't?
Nah, dude, I just have to go into 3 separate classes once a week, and then online, and that's it.
Wow.
It's fucking ridiculous. I'm not excited.
No, it's honestly gonna be a terribly hard semester. I can assume that it's gonna probably be ridiculous.
Worried.
No, that's gonna be the hardest semester you're ever gonna have, just because it's all gonna be online and so distant and shit.
I'm excited.
Like from the start. Yeah.
Well, now I don't have any basketball and no internship. Well, unless I was talking to one of the Fredonia people about getting an internship, but with their marketing and communications people. But it's just nice.
Try to get internship for credit so you can take one less class one semester.
Big true.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did, and it was very helpful because you don't put as much time towards like that as you would an entire class.
Big true.
Or you could if you really wanted to, but I felt like it was easier to do it that way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to do an internship, thankfully, but I wish I would have been able to. Because I wanted to actually go to Chautauqua Health and Fitness like towards the end of the semester and talk to the owner because he's the trainer there, and just be like, hey, like, you know, can I shadow you or just like some shit like that, just to get a little bit more hands on. But you don't always get what you want.
Yeah.
I actually walked by his house when I was walking the dogs on it. I was like, hey, so that's where that guy lives. I was about to fucking knock on his door, be like, when's the gym opening? But now I know. So we good.
Hell yeah.
Only reason I knew about Chautauqua Health and Fitness is because Jose, my old manager, posted about it on Facebook.
Yeah, he works
there. I think he works there.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He's a funny dude.
Hell yeah.
He's a
He
cool
also
guy,
has a bloodline into the Dillenbergs.
Ah, yeah, he does. He had a baby with my cousin. Good times. Good times.
Good times.
Sometimes his son comes down for. I think she lives in like North Carolina.
Yeah, I think it's North Carolina. Like yeah, Stefan.
He comes to New York sometimes. And I just think about you, and I think about that one time she bought us alcohol.
Yeah, good times. Good times.
I never told Jose about that.
Nah, don't tell him that.
Live on air.
Live on air.
What he don't know won't hurt him.
Well, it's not like he gives a shit.
Yeah, that was even after the fact of them not being together.
Yeah. A while.
I think I brought, like, the fact that, like, I knew, like, the Dillenbergs up to him one day.
Yeah, what'd he say? Like, I don't want to talk about it.
No, he was fine with it. I think he said he went to, like, a Dillenberg party at some point.
Yeah, it's a scary one. It's a real scary one. But, yo, I'm trying to find right now this meme the other day, but I don't know which one it was, and I can't remember, and it killed me, bro. I don't think it's this far back, so, like, I'm getting confused.
I deleted it.
It was... No, Trent, I sent it to you, didn't I? Yes, I sent it to Trent.
What?
Then I sent you. I think I sent you both it.
Let me check. I never delete a send.
This one. The one with the guy that does like those like reviews, and he talks about like the Philadelphia Eagles on his YouTube. Dude, I sent you that one, right? Did I send you that one?
Yeah, I think so.
I swore I sent that one to you.
Probably.
That was so good, dude. I don't know when was that? Can you tell me the date of that? That was 5 days ago. Because I really want to like. I want to hit the meme of the week, bro. Starting it off strong. I'm gonna look for it.
Are you telling me right now that you do not have the meme of the week prepared?
No, I have it prepared. I just couldn't find it on their page. I knew which one it was, but I couldn't find it on the page. And then I remembered I sent it to Trent. So I was like, oh, that's what it is.
To a Bella Anderson. Either Bella Anderson or Vanessa Blue. Probably Vanessa Blue, man. She got some big ass fucking tits, man.
Stop giving it away. Oh, that's a good one. It is a good one.
Who played that? Make sure your recording's good.
That was Trent.
I'm sorry.
Is your recording
Oh
okay?
yeah, my recording's fine. I didn't
come
know
I
if it
can't
was gonna
find
play
it on there,
through.
like-
I was like,
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't know if it was gonna fuck it up or not.
Yeah. No, I worried that too when I first did it.
Well, now we know. Now we know you can play Instagram stuff.
yes.
Oh, wait, what'd you say?
I was just saying now that we know that you can still watch the memes.
Oh, and I got the meme. Don't worry, I got it right here. I'm ready for it to be ripped. I want to give a. Do I want to give this? Do I want to give my little. Well, yeah, I do. I want to give my other little, not like a little. I kind of want to get a little segment every week or so, like a little fitness or a little nutrition tip. And one thing I want to give right now, a little fitness, has to do with. Did I talk about the thing with stretching already? Did I tell you guys about that on here?
No.
I think I
we
might
talked
have.
about the video of me stretching, but we didn't do it.
No, but I think I might have talked about stretching the other day to you guys on the air. I don't want to repeat a fucking thing. If I did, I'm so sorry to the listeners. I doubt anybody's actually going to remember.
I
But-
was, like, recently on the last episode?
Like the
There
last
are-
3.
An hour
The
and
last
20
three.
in,
Okay.
if anyone's listening.
Yeah.
But shit.
But anyways, if I did or if I didn't, I want to talk about what I want to talk about is like real quick. It just has to do with like flexibility training and within like your muscles that how they have like the impulses to relax or contract. You have muscle spindles, which are the major sensory organ of your like muscle fibers, and then you have your Golgi, however you want to say. I say Golgi, tendon organs, which are like kind of like on like where the tendon and the muscle meet, and basically they work like in opposites of each other. Where like the muscle spindles, they will help the muscle. It helps the muscle from like stretching too far or too fast. So like when it senses that it's being lengthened or whatever, it like contracts them and brings them in so they don't stretch so far and like stretch out to like past their capacity and hurt themselves. And then the Golgi tendons are basically the opposite. So there's this phenomenon known as autogenic inhibition. I said it earlier. And basically what happens is like this is when you see like stretching, and you notice how like if you like if you go to stretch your toes and you get that pain to where like you want to come back up because it starts to hurt. That's because the muscle spindles, they sense that as like pain, and they try to get it to like contract because they think you're going to stretch it so far and hurt it. But basically what happens is that's why you have to hold like a static stretch for longer than 30 seconds, because the Golgi tendon will like override that signal from the muscle spindle, which will allow it to lengthen even more instead of the spindle trying to like bring it back to prevent it from injury. Because obviously you're not going to injure yourself. Like you could technically like pull something, but if you're just doing like a static stretch, which is nice and slow and controlled, it's not going to be something that like you're really going to hurt yourself. So it's just like it's pretty cool because it stimulates the Golgi tendon and it overrides the muscle spindle activity. And then that's why like stretches should be held long enough so the Golgi tendon can override it, which is why you should hold static stretches for longer than 30 seconds. And then when you don't hold them for longer than 30 seconds, like if you go to stretch something, you hold it for like 5 seconds, you can actually be hurting it because you can stretch it to its capacity really quick, and then the muscle spindle can take that as like, oh, we need to contract this because it's going to get hurt, and it can actually cause the muscle to tighten more than it already was.
Dang.
So, little fun fact pro tip that I learned, which is cool because I'm a big stretcher, and it was nice to know like deep into the science behind it, not just knowing like, okay, I stretch this for a long time and then it'll become loose. That's actually how it works, which is really cool. But yeah, it was
Good shit.
my one tip, one fact for the week.
I'm gonna
Hell
loosen
yeah.
my Gorky tendons.
Yeah,
On
your
video.
Golgi tendons. Yes,
And
loosen them.
the YouTube video for this
Yep.
this entire
It's just gonna be
thing should
Trent
just
stretching
be
on
the
a loop.
voice, and then just me in a time lapse of me stretching my Gorky tendons.
Yep,
For the entire podcast.
it's gonna be
Just
you
like
stretching on a
long
loop.
time lapse.
That's what I want to
in
see.
the corner.
Trent stretching on a loop. But yeah,
Yeah, we'll just loop it.
you want me to hit the meme, boys?
I'm
Oh,
down, Ricky. Bro.
unless- Yeah.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the da-da-da meme of the week. Your first meme of the week of season 2, and just as season 1, this meme is going to be brought to you by the Nugget Instagram page, of course. As always, still not a sponsor. Maybe one day, probably not. They don't like us. But Trent kind of played this meme But basically what it is I can't remember the dude's name, but he makes YouTube videos. And like the one, he had a really famous one where he was talking about Chip Kelly when he traded away LaShawn McCoy to the Bills. And he said, Chip Kelly, what the fuck are you doing? And he was all pissed off. And this one is girls group chat, and it says, in quotes, Tim is so hot. And then boys group chat, and basically the video, he's like, man, before I go to bed tonight, I'm gonna beat the shit out of my dick. And he's like, I wonder who I'm gonna do it to. He goes, I'm gonna do it to like a Bella Anderson, and he says like some other chick, and he goes, she got a fat ass. I was just dying because I was like, more or less, pretty accurate. That was a good one. That one made me laugh. That was your da-da-da meme of the week. First one of season 2.
True though.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
Well, this is a long one. It's a good one to start.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
True that.
We had a lot of good talking going on. I like when we kind of just get more into like a casual flow of discussion.
Yeah.
I do like when we have stuff like at least planned and we know what we want to talk about, but I like when we kind of just go off and just have discussions about like, we really got into that with like Pittsburgh and jobs and money and shit, which was cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Those are always good conversations.
Yeah, I enjoy those. Big true.
Those are also usually the longer podcasts.
Yeah, they are.
I feel like our episodes at the beginning were stupid long. Like, we were almost doing, like, 2-hour long.
Yeah, we were, because we didn't know what the fuck we were talking about. We were just kind of like, I feel like the best ones are, like, when we stay, like, when we stay under an hour and a half, but over an hour. I feel like those are always the solid ones.
Mm-hmm.
We had a rare occasion one time where I think we had, like, a 1 hour one or, like, a 50-minute one. Because I think Trent had to go somewhere.
420.
Usually we're right around the hour long.
Yeah.
Like lately.
Now we're at 1 hour and 27 minutes, probably a little bit less because we started.
Yeah, this one's a little bit longer than the usual. But
It's a good one though. I liked it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I haven't checked our analytics lately. Our episode numbers went up, which is good.
Good
But,
shit.
Yeah.
Hope we didn't lose any viewerships for not being active for a week.
No, it seems like more people ended up watching because we had not that many people watch the finale. And now we're back up to normal numbers,
Oh,
so
good.
that extra week gave people
They gotta
another
catch up.
time to listen
They gotta
to
catch
it.
up.
I also listened to it. I'm glad we have another episode coming because I listen to it when I come down here and smoke.
Hey,
I just listen to it for like a couple minutes here and a couple minutes there. So
good shit,
Hell
brother.
yeah.
yeah, we had our longest episode looks like it was an hour and like 39 minutes long.
Damn,
Sheesh.
that's a good one.
Which one was that? That was the best one yet.
Wasn't that like
Tell you.
3 or 4?
That was episode 10.
Oh shit, not even close.
Yeah. Episode 10, and that is also like our second highest viewed one.
Is the most one with Noah?
No, the most viewed one is our first one. Our first one has 90. Our freaking catalog has gotten a lot of views since we've been gone, to be honest.
That's good. That's what we like to see.
We're almost at 600 total listens.
Hey.
I think we were at like 530 or something like when we left last week.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Hype. Shit.
Wait, are you telling me that our first ever episode got 91 people to click on it?
Yeah.
Damn, and then how many stayed through the second one?
Okay.
13.
Nah, it wasn't that low. It was 49.
Oh,
I think
fucking
that's our second highest one.
Bastards, we lost 50 people, bro.
Well, also that 91 is new. It was like at 85 or something
Oh, okay.
for a long time, but apparently a couple more people listened to the first episode recently.
Hey. Ooh. Gotta tell everybody about it. Tell them to fucking hop up in.
Fire.
I'm gonna have to freaking go re-edit every single one of these episodes and put them on YouTube
True.
so we can get more views.
Shout out to everybody who's been listening, and shout out to anybody who, as soon as you saw this drop on Thursday, you clicked on it almost immediately or within the hour or two. You're an OG, and I fucking love you.
Let's
Amen.
look real quick to see what our YouTube views are at, because I haven't really looked.
You know who's gonna click on this on Thursday? Probably really recently after it drops, because he's a fucking diehard.
Jeff Van Black.
Jeff Van Black.
Jeff.
Shout out Jeff Van Black again. Motherfucking diehard fan out there.
Duh boy.
Duh, boy.
Duh guy.
All right, find them analytics and then let's close it out because I have to use
Alrighty.
the restroom.
I'm
in the
fucking
the most
tired,
extreme
boy.
way.
All right, barely anyone watched the season finale on YouTube. We had 4 views of that one, but the other 2 had like 20 and 24.
Bangers,
so.
bangers, bangers. That's all that matters.
Hey, some of those, like episode 19 and 18 pretty much collectively got like almost 50 views.
Hey, we out here. We out here. DSDP, DSDP. Good shit.
Looking strong out here, season 2.
Looking strong. Season 2.
Starting strong.
Stay strong. Stay healthy, everybody. And B-Dill is signing off. We will see y'all later.
Good night.
Bop, bop.
Follow Big Sugar on TikTok.
Follow Big Sugar on TikTok.
Here.